So, what does Jesus and the fig tree have to do with one another? And why did it wither up and die? Well, it also represents Israel. And Israel, too, is following Satan and withering up and dying, right? Though, what happened would be described as rapidly aging, right? Just as Jesus could rapidly heal, when he got upset and said to the tree, "No one eat from you hence," right? Satan used that to wither the tree and make it die, right? And that's the warning to Israel from God of who they're following, which is still Satan, right? Now, when you're lukewarm, Christian, Jew, or Muslim, right, you're not reading everything just what you like or are told by your leaders, right? Well, that makes you blind leaders of the blind, right? When you won't read the whole book or read certain passages or read the Bible itself, right? And yet you claim to follow the same God, right, as the Christians or Jews, or vice versa, right? Jews to the Christian or Christian to the Jews, right? Yet there's two gods, right, you're following. One's the fallen God and one's the living God, right? Do you know who's whom? No. The fallen God, when Jesus said what he said, caused the tree to wither and die, not the living God, right? But why did it die? Just at Jesus' word, you may ask, right? Satan died too, right? I keep trying to explain to you, he became as us, right? Let us go and make this tower. Let us go down there and confound their language, right? Only something related to you can confound your language, right? Right? But also greater than you or different than you. It's from the heavens that made this planet for us to live on, right? You can say alien or angel, right? Whatever you want to call our planet was terraformed for us to live on it, right? That's simple, obvious scientific knowledge too. Ain't it? Unless you're stubborn and don't realize the ant on the ant farm, right? Don't know how it got in the ant farm, but it's in the ant farm. With all the other ants. Now, Jesus compared it to tares of wheat too, right? So you got this enemy who sowed tares among the wheat. What do? You can't kill the tares without killing the wheat next to it, right? So you let them both grow up together until the harvest, right? And then the wheat you bring into the barn, right? And the tares you burn up, right? You understand? Right? Stubborn men, I know. But you make yourself the tare or the wheat too. You have the power, right, to choose today whom you will serve, right? As Joshua and Paul said, right? As for me and my house, I will serve Yahuwah, who he echad, right? Or Yahvahu he echad, right? Same thing. Except Ba means the breath of who he, right? And there's three forms of who he, androgynous, male and female, not two, right? From the same sin, right? But you can't say that the hermaphrodite is the worst person, or the male, or the female. All could sin, right? All could repent, right? Even the hermaphrodite or transgender person, or again, right? Whatever you want to make yourself too, right? Gay or straight, Jew or Gentile, right? See, the sin is the condemnation of the mistake. Not forgiving the mistake and trying to let God heal it and fix it, right? Why did he raise the girl shortly after she died, or the boy, as they were bringing him to bury him, right? The same day. See, back then they buried you the same day. They wrapped your ass in cloth and right, put you in the tomb. That's why when Jesus was in somewhere else and Lazarus died in Bethany, he didn't even find out till 2 days later he had died, and then it took 2 days to get back to Bethany, right? Well, he'd been dead 4 days, right? Now that's 3 nights, right? 4 nights, right? And 4 days, or what? 4 nights and 3 days, or 5 days, right? How does that work, right? What is 4 days, right? To the Hebrew, right? Well, that's also when Jesus came to you, right? 4,000 years, right? Right. It's 4 days. It's 4 days. Right. From the fall. I know. But it took him 4 days to even get to you, and then you weren't ready for him, right? Right. And you're still allowed by the book to even deny him and still be a Jew, right? That's not the problem, right? But I'm trying to also reach the Christian males, right? And females who are also thinking God's a male, right? When it's not a man or a woman, right? It's both equally, actually, right? If it's above all, through all, and in you all, well, it don't matter your gender either, right? That's what Paul said in Ephesians, right? 4, verses 1 through 5, if you want to read it, right? If you don't, right? You're below her, but he's above you, right? If you are both, aren't you greater than both? Right. Oh, that's what you're not getting, right? You think because the male is greater than the female, he has to choose between one or the other and chose to be male. No, right. He's the God of all flesh. Nothing's too hard for him, right? Happy Turkey Day. All your things will away. Adam's family.